Ugh. Good morning. Thank you for the first redeem, Morn. I get really tired. I had a lot of rice for breakfast and now it's hitting me. And I feel like I'm gonna food coma. I'm gonna grab an energy drink, but I'm also gonna start up Mahjong Soul so that we have some music in the background. Okay, the right. Well, okay, listen. I eat a lot of rice, okay, but the last time that I was getting messed up was because I think the rice was really old and it was bad. This time I'm just eepy. This time I'm just. I had so much rice. I'm so full. I'm so eepy deepy. Mahjong free. Damn! They got a girl with her ass out in the fucking Steam page. Alright, let me get a monster. Pink flavor. Ugh. The food coma. The food coma. What the hell? I did set my phone to charge. I was gonna ask you if you saw that tweet. I'm glad that you did. Because that means that it posted. It literally, I hit post on it, the little window disappeared, and then my phone just died. Hello, Michael. Good morning, Michael. Right. Okay. Clearing out some... You know what? I actually have to write some things down, too. Let's see. Off Kai... and the tournament, and okay, I am so tired that I have to like literally write things down to remember what to talk about because I'm the freaking topic preparer. But anyways, welcome back to the stream, everybody. Welcome back to your thrice weekly, but only twice weekly this week, session of the Writhing Mass. My name is Father Wormwood. As always, it is an honor to be here, and it's an honor to have you. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be back home, actually, from our little journey afar this past weekend. Why not thrice? Because I didn't stream yesterday. The thrice weekly is usually Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, but I didn't stream yesterday, which means we're only Tuesday and Thursday, which means it's only twice weekly. Hey, we can't call Michael a fake fan. He hype trains it up all the time. He's gifted so many subs. Make it up? What the hell? Motherfucker, you... No, you know what? Morn is right. Your ass doesn't show up to streams all the time. Fuck are you telling me to make it up for? Ooh. Monster. One day my heart's gonna explode on stream, and that'll be good content. But I won't be around to see it be good content. Anyways. Thank you for the gift sub, Michael. I'm still not gonna make up the damn thing, though. So, well, I don't know. Maybe we will. Who knows? Who knows? Advanced settings. I guess we just leave everything on. Should be fine. We're literally just doing some BS today. We are just big chillin' and we're just yapping about the weekend and then yapping about yesterday. And then I think I was gonna talk about the Hololive game a little bit also, but I kind of also have already talked about that, so it kind of like doesn't matter that much. But let us do a quick and easy discussion about this weekend. I had a great fucking time. So this past weekend I went to San Jose for Offkai Expo, which is a VTuber focused convention. Okay, sure, hold on. Which is a VTuber focused convention. Can I? What the fuck? Let's go for all greens. Fuck it. That 7 would have been great, but I would like a 5. Okay, here's the thing. I literally had this thought where I was like, I don't want to play the game while I'm talking, because I know that I'm gonna get distracted by the game and it's going to, like, that's tragic. I was like, I know that I'm gonna get distracted by the game and I'm not gonna complete any of my fucking stories. And look at where, excuse me, look at where we are. I'm getting distracted by the game. I can't even explain what the fuck Offkai Expo is. Dude, this hand was kind of wild, I can't lie. Could have done a just talking stream, but then what would I have had on the screen? I have to keep you guys entertained. What am I gonna do? Put dancing fruits on the screen? You know what? Auto call win, auto drawn discard. Does that... I assume that just... Yeah, fuck it. We'll just do it like this. There's no shot I win any hands, and it's fine if I deal in, but we're just gonna let it rock like this. So I can talk, but like things are still happening on the screen. So Offkai Expo is a VTuber focused convention. This, I believe, was its 5th year running. I want to say that it started with like the FaZe Connect people, but I'm also not 100% sure. So don't like commit that to memory because it might be a fucking lie. But the reason that I went this year was because one of my friends in another server often tables at like 18 plus markets. And I think just like by chance one day he was like, oh, does anybody want to come by and like help me or help volunteer at my table so that, you know, does anybody want to help run my table with me? And I was like, for sure. Yeah, like, why not? I don't mind. So I told him that I would be interested in helping him, like, table. And we made our plans and everything worked out, and it was great. And then we did. I did. So I booked a hotel and I went and everything was great. I will say that if I end up doing this again, which it's fairly likely that I will because I had such a good time, I will say that I next time will probably just bite the bullet and get a more expensive hotel closer to the venue, because my hotel was like 15 minutes from the venue. which meant that every day I would have to drive the 15 minutes to the venue, and then park there for basically the entire day, which was not bad. Like, the maximum daily parking rate was $25, but that's $25 like a day, you know, for 2-3 days or something like that. So it kind of added up a little bit. So it was like that. And then if I ever wanted to leave the venue for whatever reason, which I did a couple times, then I had to obviously take my car, and it wasn't like I could leave and then come back. I had to leave and pay again. So there were some days where I was spending like $30 or $40 or $50 on parking, and I was like, this is really tough. So in the future, I think that definitely I will just bite the bullet and get a cheaper, or get a more expensive venue closer to the hotel. Maybe even one like directly attached to the venue, because it was really unpleasant to like have to drive that much. Because also, not only was it like parking fees and stuff, but you also like had to like drive and then deal with all of the traffic that was coming into the venue. So I feel like since I was mainly locked into the venue anyways, because I was doing like artist alley shopping, or helping my friend table, or meeting people at the convention, stuff like that, and all the stuff that was outside of the convention was very close to the convention center. So I feel like moving forward, I think it's definitely worth it to just kind of, you know, get a thing at the venue's hotel blocks, because then that removes the need for me to drive. It removes the need for me to do like big like parking payments and stuff like that, and like it just makes it easier for me to access all the things that I want to access. So that was like the big thing that I was like sort of thinking about the whole time. But other than that, it was a really good time. I had a great time helping my friend table. It was really sort of like, I don't want to say inspiring really, because what he does is not something that I would ever really like think about getting into, which is to say, I don't think I'm good enough of an artist to ever like pursue art as like something that I could do and like table for at cons and stuff like that. But it was very, very cool to like watch people just like approach the table and just be like, oh my god, like it's so good to see you again. I bought this and that from you last year. Like, do you have any new like product? What's your newest piece? Like, you know, this, that. So it was really cool just to see like how many people recognized him. I didn't even realize that person was in Ricci. It also doesn't matter because I'm not playing. Yeah, but it was really cool just to see how many people recognized him and like, you know, were in fact like regulars of his business essentially. That would come back like every year or to like other conventions that he was tabling at, just to be like, you know, can I get this, that? I don't have this yet. Let me finish out my collection and get it. And there were a few art pieces that he had too that were like older like series and stuff. Like he had a drawing of somebody from Outlaw Stars. He had a drawing of somebody, Lena Inverse from Slayers, and then a character from Mabinogi. So like really like niche, kind of like old people stuff. But some people came by and saw those and they were like, holy shit, I can't believe you have something like this. I want it. Can I please like buy this? And we were like, yeah, of course you can buy it, man. It's on the fucking table. Buy it. But it was really cool. I do think that it is just very cool to like be surrounded by people who like share the same sorts of like passions and interests as you, and to be able to see it like come to such fruition it's always really cool. And that's why I like fighting games and commentating and stuff too, because it is like sort of at the end of the day, it's when you're commentating, you're engaging with the crowd on a level of hype that is only basically understood to people who kind of sort of know what's going on. Of course, the people who are like watching it and are diehard fans, they know what's going on also, so your level of hype is feeding theirs, but you're also bringing this community together by just being like, you know, this is what's happening in like layman's terms. This shit is really fucking cool, even if you don't understand what's going on. Like, the energy is infectious, kind of thing. So, it was really cool to sort of see that in a different context. Namely, like, art and, you know, VTubers and stuff like that. There were a few things that I was like, this is interesting. Maybe like a level of culture shock almost. But basically, so it was the 18 plus market, which meant, you know, obviously there was a lot of like erotic art and stuff like that, which is, you know, totally fine. There's zero fault in erotica in the slightest. But we were very close to a I don't know what they're called actually, but it was like a lewd VTuber meet and greet. I didn't see any of their names, and I don't know if I saw like a I don't know if I saw like a corporate name or anything either, but there are a bunch of VTubers on a screen dressed in various, you know, revealing outfits, and some were even like fully nude. And then they just had like a line of people out the door who were waiting to, you know, like meet and greet with these people. And I was like, this is very interesting. More power to the people, of course. If this is what they enjoy, then that's what they enjoy. I'm not going to fault them on that. But I was like, this is curious. But at two separate points, and I was like, this is really crazy. This isn't even like a I'm judging them for what they like kind of thing. This is genuinely concerning to me because it's kind of a safety hazard. But at two separate points, a small, not even like a small group of people, I would say like 6 to 8 people, maybe 10, but I think 10 is pushing it. Like 6 to 8 people would gather in front of the TV that had like the VTubers doing the meet and greet on there, and they would do like I think it's called like Wodage or something, where they like have the pen lights and stuff, and they're doing like big dances and like spinning their arms around and shit. Like, this was not a big space. It was already not like a massive room by any means. It was like, it kind of felt like a con panelist room, that size. But then it was also full of all of these artist booths and stuff. And so it was just not a very big space, combined with the fact that people were walking around doing shopping. What the fuck? Did the computer just hit a Yakuman? What the fuck? What is happening? What the fuck just happened? I didn't know they could do that. What the hell? What the fuck? Anyways, what the hell? Motherfucker, I'm trying to tell a story. You're hitting fucking Yakuman. She's doing tricks on it. Anyway, not a very small space, a lot of people walking around, and like there were people even blocking like sort of the entrance hallway area because like they were lining up like that. My friend and I were talking about it a little bit, and we were like, yeah, like maybe next year like they'll kind of reformat this a little bit. because having the line for the meet and greet be basically right next to the entrance means that a lot of people can't really get in super well, and it also blocks the path to walk the first section of the the alley. Excuse me. So we were like, this could have been arranged probably a little bit better, but ultimately it worked out okay. So it was fine. Also, my last act as artist assistant for my friend there is to once again promote their work, but their name is Aerodozer, Erodozer. They are a software developer first and an artist second, but they are very good at both of the things that they do. You can check out some of their artwork on their Blue Sky at aerodozer.mo, M-O-E. That is ERODOZER.MOE. And you can check out some of the games that they've developed on aerodozer.itch.io. And lastly, they are currently working with a bunch of other people on a free and open source alternative to Live 2D and the Cubism editor, which is really, really cool. Because the way that Live 2D allows people to use their tools requires you to have a monetization model for it. If you don't make money from the product that you're using Live 2D's SDK for, they won't let you use it. Which is strange. But what was happening before was Aerodozer and a few other people were working on a project using Live 2D's SDK, but they were making it free so that people could use it, you know, regardless of their financial backgrounds. And Live 2D came through and said, you can't do that. We're not going to let you do that. Fuck you and die. And so they shut down the project, and so Aerodozer and co banded together to basically just be like, okay, then we will reverse engineer the stuff that you do and make our own that we can make like open free and open source. So super cool, very cool. I myself am a big proponent of free and open source software, so I am fully in support of it. But yeah, I was also able to meet one of my favorite streamers, Miss KK Cyber, from the Mahjong tournament. And I was also able to meet a lot of friends from that server that I had never had the chance to meet before, which was, of course, an extremely cool experience. I always love meeting online friends in person because it puts a face to the name. And also, you know, you get to hang out with them and just kind of create memories together that you might not have been able to create online, right? So that was really cool. I got to hang out with a lot of them for a bunch of the time. Some of them even came by like the 18 plus market at night and bought some stuff, so that was cool too. What else? It was really cool to meet like a streamer. Like I am fully aware that I also am, you know, for all intents and purposes, a streamer. But when it's somebody that you watch and have like interacted with online to some degree like that, and then you're able to like meet them and hang out with them and, you know, do whatever, it is a very like different and cool feeling. So it was really cool to have that experience and to like say hi and just kind of like, you know, do all the stuff that like I didn't get to play Mahjong with her specifically because she took my seat because I gave her my seat. Because I wanted to see if she could do the thing where like you line up the tiles and then you pick up the tiles and like stack them on top of the other stack when you're building the wall. So I had given her my seat to see if she could do that, and then and then I was like, whatever, she can just play. So I stood by and watched for a little bit, which also gave me the chance to talk to some more people that were hanging around there. So it was also very cool. Speaking of Mahjong, on Saturday, right? I think that's right. On Saturday, I'd slept in a little bit because I was tired. And then I woke up and I took a shower and then I made my way to the like gaming hall, which allegedly had some mahjong tables. So I pulled up just to look for the mahjong tables and I found the mahjong tables and I sat down and friend of the stream Nia actually pulled up. Because they had been in LA for a tech convention and then pulled up to Offkai Expo specifically to see some of us that they knew were gonna be here at Offkai Expo. So they pulled up and we were playing some Mahjong together, and we got some random people sitting down with us also because they like, you know, either wanted to play or wanted to learn. So it was cool to like have new people joining us that we were able to like teach and stuff. So that was a ton of fun. I played Mahjong at that point for quite literally, I think 4 or 5 hours. Like it was non-stop. We just kept going. So I sat there the whole time. At a certain point, Miss Nia had to step away because she was gonna go explore the rest of the con with one of our other friends. But I sat there pretty much the whole time, and a bunch of our players would just like come and go and get replaced and stuff, which is totally fine. And we got a handful of them also that were like new players that were like, oh, I don't know how to play this game, like could you teach me? And so some of the players at our table would teach her. Other players were like, oh, I've only like played this a little bit, I'm sorry if I'm like not very good. And we were like, dude, we're literally chilling, it doesn't matter. Ads are starting in about 50 seconds, by the way. But yeah, it was a great time. I played Mahjong for 4 or 5 hours, something crazy like that. And then I went to go work at the Yabai market, the 18 plus market that night. And then after I finished my work at the 18 plus market, I pulled up outside because I had heard that there were Mahjong tables set up on the front steps of the convention center, which I was very close to upon like exiting the artist alley. So I pulled up out there just to be like, maybe they're still here. I pulled up, there were goddamn like 7 plus tables just sitting the fuck out there. They were all still going. So I just pulled up to a random table and I was like, hey, like, is anyone looking for like a room? Is anyone looking for like a new, like player? Is there a spot open? And they were like, yeah, like right here. And I was like, dude, hell yes. So I sat down, played like 4 or 5 hands or something. And then one of the guys that was at the table was like, okay, it's getting late, so I'm gonna head out. And so the rest of us kind of like also just wrapped up. And then I went to go see my friends at the park also because I knew that they were still there. And this would feasibly be like the last time that I would probably see them before I like left for back home the next day. I hesitated on that one for a second because I was like, am I close enough to all green to just go for all green? But I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 13 tiles. I don't think that's worth it. Anyway, so I went to go hang out with my friends at the park, it was great to see them again. I handed out a bunch of like, you know, fake little business cards or whatever, just to be like, it was so nice to meet you, etc, etc, etc. I hope I get to see you again, whatever. So, really, really cool stuff. And just in general, I had a really great time. And I hope I get to see some of these people again because I genuinely had like a wonderful, wonderful time. Now, I do want to talk about one thing that I didn't like. And this is no fault of the convention, no fault of the people that I met, except for specifically the one person that this is going to be about. I know their name, and I'm not going to say it, because I don't want to start any drama. But also, I have like 10 viewers probably. So I'm not super worried about that. But I also just don't really want to be, you know, pointing fingers and, you know, casting blame or anything like that. So, when I got there originally, so I got there on Thursday, the convention started on Friday. But when I got there on Thursday, I found out that they were doing early badge pickup. And I was like, oh, cool, early badge pickup. I will go to the convention and get my early badge. You know, as people are wont to do. And I went to the general admission line first, because that was just where I assumed that all of the badges would be. And while we were there, or while I was in line there, they had like staff sort of like lined up outside at like fixed points along the line of people to get their badges. And one of them had like called out a couple times and just said like, oh, if you're ADA or if you're VIP, please head to the front of the line. There's a separate line for you that, you know, should make it easier for you to get your stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm neither ADA and I'm not VIP, so this doesn't super affect me. And then the third time that he called out on his megaphone, he was like, if you're ADA or VIP, please head to the front of the line. If you're artist alley or exhibitor, please go to the artist alley because your badge will be there instead. And I said, oh, that sounds like that might be me, I think. And so I like excused myself from the line and to the person behind me. I was like, hey, like, would you mind if I go ask this guy a question and then come back? And the guy was like, yeah, for sure. And I was like, thank you so much. So I went to the guy and I asked him, I was like, hey, I'm helping my friend table for the 18 plus market at night. I am not the artist, but I am going to be helping him table. Do I go to the artist alley for my badge? And he was like, if your friend signed you up for the, like, if he basically signed you up to be his, like, volunteer assistant, then yes, you go there. And I was like, okay, cool. So I basically waited like 30 minutes in that line for nothing at all, which kind of sucked because it was like 93 degrees out there, but it's fine. So I got to the artist alley, and at this point I was getting pretty thirsty because I had stopped at the hotel to drop off my stuff before I went to the convention center to pick up my badge. So I pull up and I'm getting kind of thirsty and I'm still waiting in line. It's still kind of warm in there because like the AC is not really pumping or anything. And I was like, oh, this kind of sucks. And then like a little bit before I get up to the table to get all the stuff that I need, these two girls walk up and they like say something to one of the people that's like working the booth. And he's like, oh yeah, like follow me. And he takes him to the other side of the table and pulls out this big box of like snacks and juice and water and just like a bunch of fucking stuff in there. He like pulls it out from under the table and he's like, yeah, go ahead and like pick something. And I was like, oh, I saw water in there. I want water. That sounds really good. So when the guy's walking past me after he pushes the box back under the table, he like he walks past me, and so I was like, oh, excuse me, like, would it be possible for me to get something from there as well? And he was like, yeah, you'll get something from there as soon as you get your badge. And I was like, oh, perfect, dude, hell fucking yes. So I get up to the table and I get my badge. I have to do some extra stuff because I guess had forgotten to do it like before. That's what I thought. Yeah, free snacks and water. That's what it seemed like, at least. So I got up to the table and I had to like fill out some stuff online because I guess I hadn't filled it out at like beforehand, even though I thought I did everything that I needed to do. And like, we finish everything up. I get my badge, I get the sticker, and then I don't get anything else. I later found out that I was also supposed to get like a bag full of like some goodies, a small autographed book that I could use to like get signatures from people, and like some other stuff that I just fully like did not get at all. And I was like, oh, when I found that out, I was like, that's kind of weird that I like wasn't even offered any of this. Like none of it was even like, oh, do you want any of this? It was just straight up like nobody offered anything to me. So I was like, okay, that was interesting. But in the moment, I had no idea. So I didn't really pay any mind to it. I got my badge. I, set everything up. I walked off to the side. And then I talked to this guy who's sitting at the table. And this is the guy that, like, we're going to be talking about for basically this entire story. I walked up to him and I said, hey, excuse me, I just got my badge. And somebody down there was saying that as soon as I got my badge, I'd be able to get, like, something from the box underneath the table. Would I be able to get a water? And he was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, oh, well, there's a box underneath the table. There's like snacks and juice and water in there. Would I be able to get a bottle of water? And I was like trying to be nice because I was like, maybe this guy is like new to like being staff member, or maybe like he just kind of clocked in for work or something. Maybe he's not aware that there is like a table of shit underneath. Maybe it's covered by like the tablecloth or something. And so I was just like, oh, there's a box underneath there, like it's full of stuff. Like, would I be able to just get a fucking bottle of water? And he was like, well, all the water that's under here is staff water, and I don't really want to give you staff water. And I was like, okay, like, that's fine, I guess. I was just, like, told something different. I'm, sorry, I guess. And then I walked away, and then I found a water fountain, and I chugged water fountain like a fucking starving horse. And so I was like, okay, like, that was really weird. I don't know what his fucking deal was, but, like, whatever. I got water from the water fountain. I'm going back to the hotel now. I have my hydro flask there. They've got, water and stuff in the room as well. I'm chill. So I, like, everything goes fine. The convention continues and whatever. And then when I get to the 18 plus market, the first night, guess who I fucking see again but this guy. And I'm walking into the artist alley to be like, I'm like talking to some of the people and I'm like, oh, I'm here to like help my friend table. Am I allowed to go inside? And then this guy catches me and he's like, do you have... They had like specific badges. It was like a yabai badge or something. And he was like, do you have a yabai badge? And I was like, no, but my like tag says that I'm an artist assistant. Like, am I supposed to have something different? Because they didn't give me anything at the registration desk when I like got my badge in the first place. And he was like, well, you need a yabai badge. We have to get you a yabai badge. Follow me. And so he like takes me inside to the like info booth that's inside the artist alley and then just leaves. Doesn't tell anybody about like what I'm there for or like anything at all. Just like literally dumps me off and walks away. And so I was like, okay, if you're not gonna like tell the people here what I need, then the least that you could do is like probably just do it yourself instead of just like stomping around and doing basically nothing at all. And the people at the desk were really swamped with stuff too. I like felt pretty bad for them and I didn't want to interrupt them because I was there early. The market started at 8. I showed up at like 7:30 just in case my friend needed anything, like any help setting up early. So I had time because my friend wasn't there yet. So I was just kind of like standing by and I was like letting them kind of like sort their stuff out first before I like interrupted, because I was like, whatever they're dealing with seems more important than me getting a badge for a place that I'm already standing in. So I wasn't worried about it. But then eventually some other person came up and was like, oh, can I get like a wristband? And they were like, yeah, here's a wristband. And I was like, maybe that's what that guy was talking about. So I got a wristband as well. Everything was fine, super chill. And then, we went to go work like the rest of the day. I had given my chair away to somebody at the beginning of the night because when I was standing there waiting to talk to somebody about like the whole like yabai badge thing, somebody else had come up and they were like, hey, is it possible for me to get an extra chair because people keep walking past the chairs that are already set up at the entrance and they're just coming in, so can I get another chair to sort of like expand the barrier? And they had probably said like, oh yeah, like just give us a second or something, but then like continued doing their own stuff. And so to that guy, I was just like, hey, like, don't worry about it. I'll give you my chair. Like, just put that out there. And then, you know, we'll deal with that as we will. And he was like, okay, thank you so much. So I gave him my chair, which meant I didn't have a chair that night, which meant I was, like, on my feet basically the whole night. It wasn't, like, a real barrier. It was, I think, genuinely, like, 2 chairs or something. The way that it was set up was, like, a curtain. It was, like, a metal frame with like 2 squares in it, right? And then it was covered by a curtain, which meant that there were 2 like entrances through the curtain because there's 2 squares. And I think what they did was they probably just set up the chairs so that one was in front of like each curtain door kind of thing. If that makes any sense at all. But I gave him my chair. That's the point there. Sure. All right, man. But I gave him my chair, so I was on my feet basically the whole night, which was like okay. I just kind of kept walking around. It was only like towards the very, very end when my feet like really started hurting. But at that point, it was like we were, about to be done anyway, so it didn't really matter. At one point, this guy that has been nothing but rude to me since the first time I saw him pulls up to our table and is talking to my friend Aradozer. And the way that he's addressing Aradozer is so dramatically different from the way that he was addressing me at any point that we had spoken to each other. And I was like, okay, like the vibe that I'm getting is you're the kind of person that like kisses up really hard to people who are like successful because you hope that it'll make you like feel better about yourself kind of thing. And then if somebody is like on the same level as you, or for whatever reason you perceive them to be beneath you, then you like could not give less of a shit about them, which is just like a really sad and pathetic way to like live your life. But that's, I'm not gonna be casting so much judgment on people because it doesn't affect me. Their lives don't affect me. So he pulls up to the table and he's talking to Aradozer in this like grossly like sweet and like very fake sort of tone of voice and just like being very like patronizing kind of thing. And I'm standing there because I am still working. If another customer comes up to the table, I'm, gonna like point out the things that I've been pointing out to all the customers. I'm gonna help them get the like stuff that they need, set everything up. I'm doing my job, right? And he is like talking to Aradozer for a little bit, and then eventually just kind of like looks at me, has not like looked at me or addressed me at all up to this point, and then eventually just turns to me and goes, oh, are you here to like buy something? And I was like, no, I'm here, like, waiting for customers. I'm the artist assistant at this booth. Like, we've spoken to each other before. You are aware that I'm an artist assistant at this booth, and it's also on my badge that says not only exhibitor, but also artist assistant. Like, I don't understand why, like, you're treating me like I'm beneath you. It's like super baffling to me because I've done nothing to you, and yet you're here like treating me like I'm worse than you. And so I was like, no, I'm here like just doing my job. I'm here like, I'm the artist assistant for this booth, and I'm waiting for like actual customers to come by, And he was like, oh, okay. And then he left, and I was like, okay, man, you're a fucking weirdo, and I don't like you. And then we finished up our night and everything was fine. I didn't have to talk to that guy again. And then the next day, which was the last day of the 18 plus market, I had a chair this time. So I was sitting down with Aerodozer, and we were just kind of like, you know, chatting, doing whatever. And this fucker, this guy, pulls up again, and he walks up to our table from my side of the table. He like enters behind our table, walking right next to me, and then again completely does not acknowledge me and stands right behind me so that he can talk to just Aerodozer. And he was like, "Oh, I just wanted to ask if you guys got like your perk bags or anything. Like we like I guess they had some like left over or something." So he was going around and asking if people had gotten their bags. And Dozer was like, "Oh yeah, like I got mine." And the guy was like, "Okay, cool." And then didn't even bother asking me to my face if we had one. Matter of fact, didn't even ask like if I got one at all. I don't think that I would have accepted it anyways, because at this point I had learned that I was also supposed to have gotten a bag from like normal badge pickup. And I was like, if I get a bag from here and I didn't get one from badge pickup, I feel like I'm gonna be more salty about not having gotten one from badge pickup. So I was like, okay, like I don't really care about the stuff. There's nothing in there that is like, you know, hugely like necessary for me. I have my hydro flask, I have energy drinks now, I have, you know, plenty of stuff that I could use for signatures if I wanted them from anybody. So it was totally fine. But it was just the fact that he entered from my side of the table to stand directly behind me and address the artist of the table. That was just like, I cannot believe that you would go so far out of your way consistently to treat me as less than. Like, it is so baffling to me that you're taking so much time and effort to effectively just be an asshole. It's like so bizarre to me that like that is something that you want to spend energy on. So that I think was the last time that I like interacted with him. Fortunately, our like booth neighbors were really nice. I even got a free print from our booth neighbor who we had like asked to like make change from a lot because we had like only a little bit of cash. But they were obviously selling like erotic art, a lot of erotic art. So they were like, yeah, like if anything catches your eye, like feel free to take one, like, you know, free of charge. We are just trying to like lessen our load a little bit so we can travel easier. And we were like, oh, for sure. And I looked at all of them and I was like, I can't bring any of this home. This is just porn. I can't bring this home. But they had one like very nice Iron Mouse print that was not porn. And it was lucky because the very last one they had was the display piece one. So I was like, sure, I'll take that. But that artist was Exodam. EXODAM. Very sweet people. The people that were running the booth, the artist I believe is the husband, and then the person who was helping him run his booth was his wife. Both very nice people, both also like very popular. A lot of people came by just to say hi and like, you know, kind of figure out where they were gonna be next. So that was cool. But yeah, that was cool. It was a great experience. I had a lot of fun. Miss Worm absolutely would not appreciate porn on the walls. I also don't know if I would want to put porn on the walls. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong about it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm a prude. I feel like porn belongs in, like, more private sort of environments. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm a prude. But yeah, yeah, that guy just really pissed me off. I was not very pleased with how that guy handled things. And he seemed like he was some sort of like organizer official kind of thing. And so I was like, it's crazy that you're like treating people like this in a position like the one that you're in. Because that's like crazy to me that you think that it's okay to like treat people like this. But whatever. Other than that, I had a wonderful time. I passed out a bunch of business cards. I met a lot of people. I talked to and got the business card for the head of partnerships from Mahjong Pros, Mr. Harrison Doan. That was really cool. I also ran into him when I was playing Mahjong at night after the market. He was playing with the Hololive Advent set. And I kind of wanted to mess around with the set and just kind of like see what it was like. But they were in the middle of some pretty like intense games. So I did not interfere. But it was cool to talk to him, cool to meet him. I told him that I was interested in commentating Mahjong and also like starting a local scene for my area because one doesn't really exist. And he was like, the best way to start a scene is literally just to like try and get 4 people that will show up consistently to like to a weekly thing. Because as soon as you start playing regularly in the public eye, people will be interested and people will start like talking about it, and that's how you get more people to show up. And so I was like, okay, so a few of us are gonna start trying to get some stuff together to take place like before, I think they're like bi-weekly fighting game tournaments that happen like close by. Let me do a little double check on that here. Semi-weekly event. Yeah, every 14 days. Yeah, so sorry, my stomach started hurting. What the hell? But yeah, so he was basically just like, just do something regularly with people who are able to do it regularly. So we're going to start trying to see if we can set something up to happen before those fighting game tournaments. So every other week, Saturday, like afternoon, maybe, or like early evening, we'll try to get something together, which is cool. I feel like that is... Actually, fuck, I have to pull that up again. Hold on. No, here. At 4 p.m. Yeah, so maybe like 2 or something. I feel like that could work. But yeah, so we'll try to do something like that to sort of breathe some life into our local Mahjong scene. And I'm going to capture all of my friends and force them to join this Mahjong cult. Because I think this game is super cool. I think it's so much fun. That's like 1,000, 1,200 point hand. Great job, man. 3,000? Damn. 200 is 3,000? Anyways. So that was a great time. And then, speaking of Mahjong, I don't know if everybody was tuned in for the whole thing yesterday, but friend of the stream, Miss Olympia Love, second freaking place in the lovely Momo Mahjong Monday Tournament 2026. Excuse me, disgusting. Miss Monica Ray, first place, but we knew Miss Monica Ray was gonna take it far. She plays this shit like it owes her fucking money. But Miss Olympia Love, taking it almost all the way home, especially after such a rough first game. It was something to behold, genuinely. I don't know if I have any sort of like right to say something like this, because on one hand, we've never met in person. On the other hand, we've only known each other for about 3 weeks. But I am so endlessly proud of her for taking it as far as she did, because she did really fucking well. Yesterday was crazy. Yesterday was insane. Miss Era Peachboo and I were DMing each other on the side, freaking the fuck out. I can't even begin to stress how stressed we were, but we were freaking the fuck out. At one point, I was literally like having like breakfast or lunch or whatever, and I had my notebook off to the side, and I was doing like math for like scores and stuff while I was eating and watching the stream, because I was like, I need to know how many points she needs to get in order to beat Miss Monica Ray. And then I looked back at the stream and I was like, oh fuck, Monica's in 4th place right now. So I like, you know, modified my data a little bit, and I was like, this is actually so fucking doable. If Monica Ray stays in 4th place, Olympia takes this shit all the way home, and we have like in a crazy upset in the final game of the tournament. Unfortunately, then Miss Monica Ray did hit a crazy dealer seat run and was able to make it all the way from 4th to a dominating 1st place lead. And then in all last, Miss Olympia Love did get the lead stolen out from her and was not able to keep her seat, which ended the game and put her in 2nd place. Huge props to Miss Monica Ray for being able to secure that huge dealer seat run, because without that, she absolutely would not have made it to 1st place. However, also, of course, huge shout outs to Miss Olympia Love for putting forward such an amazing fight. It was so thrilling, it was so gripping, and it reminds me why I love this game and why I love commentary and just why games are so fucking cool. That's really all I have to say about that. What else? Offkai was great. I already talked way too much about Offkai. The tournament ended yesterday. We talked a little bit about that. I started playing the HoloLive game, which has been a lot of fun. It low-key burns my phone up, though. I was playing it yesterday, and I was going through a bunch of stuff, and I was just kind of like playing it. And then I was like, okay, I'm done. Time to like go, you know, get ready for bed or whatever. And I picked up my phone because I'd set it on the table to like, you know, just like have easier access with my pointer fingers. I picked up my phone and that bitch was warm. And I was like, oh, crazy. It is a rhythm game, but it's got a lot of extra stuff in there. You can... Ness, why are you playing the fucking game? You don't even know these girls. But yeah, I wasn't even paying attention to my battery yesterday, but I would not be surprised if it's draining my shit like crazy too. Big stretch. Yeah, no, I love it. It's so much fun. It's a rhythm game first and foremost. But it is also, I don't think that you can do like Sims stuff, like raising like their affection rates or anything like that. But I know that there's mini games. There's a bunch of mini games. There's like quest lines that you can follow. There's like a bunch of stuff, like that's in there. I love a rhythm game, and you talk my ear off about Yuri. Why wouldn't I play it? Listen, if you want the Yuri, you have to start watching like the streams and stuff too. You don't just get Yuri for free, man. Anyway, Yeah, it's a rhythm game first and foremost, but there is a lot of extra stuff around it. And that's why I got it on my computer also, because like some of the questline stuff is literally just like running around, like doing things for people, or like go to this point on the map and talk to this person, go to this point on the map and talk about talk to this person, etc., etc., etc. And doing that with like the on-screen like joystick or whatever is kind of annoying. So I downloaded it on my computer because I was like, either a controller or like WASD might make this a little bit easier to like handle. Unfortunately, the Steam page says that it does not have controller support, so I have not tried it with the controller, to be completely honest. Hey, that's crazy. Why are we in West 1? What the fuck happened? Yeah, so last night I found out that you could do that you could just let that shit rock. And I was like, oh, what the hell? Which made it a lot easier to, like, play the game and stuff. But, yeah, I don't know. I think every once in a while on the computer it, like, would be pretty chill also to just kind of, like, oh, I'm bored, you know. I'm bored, let me boot up the game and just, like, run around with my cute little character. Fucker. 7, 8, 9? That's pretty good. But the rhythm game itself is actually not too fucking bad. I normally am not good at rhythm games. Just, like, first and freaking foremost, I'm so bad at them. But I don't know. Some shit about it kind of hits different. What can I say? Ooh, if I pawn that, then I get 5, 6, 7. We got 5, 6, 7, and then we'll drop this 9, I think, so that we can do Tanyao. True, guess who I picked first? Was it my girl? What the hell am I conning? Oh, the 6. I don't want that. Dude. One, 2, 3, 4, or 4. Okay, we're going for all triplets, I think. So we'll hit that. We'll take that. The con is useless to me. Oh, Corne? Nice. I picked, I mean, obviously I picked Mokuko. I would love a 5. Okay, 10 pi is fine. 10 pi is fine. Yeah, I mean, obviously I fucking picked Mokuko. Are you kidding me? Why the fuck wouldn't I? What do I look like, huh? A not diehard fan? I would kill for her if she asked me to. I did add one of my friends on it as well, when they found out that I was playing. And I was fully expecting their name to be like 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. 2, 3, 5, 7. I don't like either of these 5, 7 shapes. I gotta be so real. We could shoot for All terminals and honors, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 9, 9. Let's do that. Let's be fucking crazy. Let's be so crazy. Fucker. Fucker. Anyway. Yeah, I fully expected my friend to have, like, a name like what it usually is elsewhere. And it just turned out to be Yuri Lover 69. I was like, right the fuck on, man. Hell yeah. And then their in-game name, or their in-game like status message or whatever was Google girls kissing right now. I was like, dude, hell fucking yes. This is what it's all about. Threes, there's still should be 2 around. I can keep this and try to go for 1. 1, 2, 3. That might be riskier though. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So all I need are the pairs. So I'm gonna start dropping these because the 1 is so unlikely. Should I chi that? If I chi that, then it takes the 1, 2, 3, and then I'm still just waiting on the 3. Nine Dora. Ooh, you know what I could have done also? I could have done all triplets, all terminals honors. But, bruh. Wait, hell yes. Hell yes. This is right? I didn't fuck up. 3 safe. Ooh, somebody drop a 9. You want to drop a 9 for me so fucking bad. Ooh. 3, 6, 9, 2, 5, 8. Please don't. Oh, what the hell? I thought we had more tiles than that. No, my all terminals and honors. Dude, I can't believe we're in West fucking 3. What the hell? What happened? Let's drop the... Not the Dora, that's for damn sure. I can probably drop the 1, 9 on the side there. Yeah, let's drop the 1 first. I can probably drop this 9 also. Maybe not, actually. We'll drop that 3. We'll take that 8. Puts us into 7, 8, 9. Maybe 6, 7, 8. If I accept this 9... I just can't believe that nobody's hit it yet. I feel like I've genuinely just been fucking around. I feel like genuinely I just started... I started this game in West 1. Is that not insane? We could do 7, 8, 9. Sanshoku. That might be kind of shitty. I can't even lie, bruh. 7, 8, 9. If somebody drops an 8, we'll take the 8. Somebody drops a 7, we'll take the 7 too. So we'll hit that. And that's the pair. Do I want to drop this Dora? I'll just be waiting on the one left. But if I drop these, then I have to... This takes me out of Tenpai, is basically what it is. I am going to do the unthinkable here and drop that because I want to keep this game going. Because I think it'll be so funny to hit at least like West 4. So proud of me? Yay, man. What the hell? This would have been better if I Rond. Why was that 7 Hanba? Where did the... Oh, exhaustive draws. That was crazy. Unfortunately, me trying to win led us to not extending the game. No, Ness, stay. You have to stay forever. You're not allowed to go anywhere. Because I said so. I'm the streamer. You have to listen to me. Oh, Chili's? Oh, say less. You're dismissed. Matter of fact, why are you still here, brother? 355 is all right. 559. Me holding on to 2 useless tiles. Oh, long. Wait a second. Eight, 9 is like okay at best, but do I want to do it for... I don't really know what I'm doing here. Methinks I'm fucking about. Ooh, temptation. Temptation calls to me. But I shan't. Ooh, that 9 would have been nice. This 9 does not serve me. Hmm, 5, 6. Why does it keep giving me 9s, man? Damn. Brother, you're kidding. Do I pawn that? Pawn that, drop that. The 5 of circles has to be my pair now because I fucked up. I should have pawned it earlier, but because I didn't, that puts us in a bad position. I would love that crazy style. 3 is safe. 6 should reasonably also be safe in terms of Suji. Holy shit, dude. 3 concealed triplets and it's fucking double dragon. And 3 Dora. Holy fuck, dude. For a hand that I started by doing jack shit, that was a crazy pull. Let's drop this 9. Not concealed triplets because I got kind of scared. But I think if I didn't do that call, I think it would have been bad, right? I don't think I would have won. Holy fuck, wait a second. Double wind and their Dora. What if I poo-poo my freaking pants right now? 2, 3, 4? Dude, do I push for 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku also? 2, 3, 4. No, I don't think I can. I think that's kind of unreasonable. But we'll still drop this. 1, 2, 3. And then 5, 6 double-sided weight. And then the 4, 5 double-sided weight. Dude, this is painful too. What's the pair in this hand? Oh, shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of these. One of these things that are definitively not pairs is gonna be my pair. See? There you go. I told you. Dude! I'm cooking something fucking nasty. Holy shit! 2 buy-ones in a row! What the hell? Well, now game's over. East 1 repeat counter. Toyman fucking busted, so game's over. Dude, why am I not hitting this shit in ranked games? What the heck? What the helly? Yeah, unstoppable against computers. These computers have no shit on me. No, genuinely, yeah, you're absolutely right. The luck in ranked is different. The energy is different. The flows are different. I started reading Saki, the Mahjong manga. It's interesting. It's not like introductory by any means. It like provides you with a glossary of terms and stuff. But most of what happens is very much just like, yeah, just figure it out. Which is cool. Because I think it's also like decently accurate. I don't think it's like, you know, there's like a bunch of jargon and such, but it doesn't, it's like the hands are real. What I know about Saki's Rinshan Kaiho to the max, I don't even know that yet. I think I can drop this 6, actually. Okay, well, what the hell? 3, 6. I find myself relying too much on Suji. No, I don't think that counts as spoilers. It has been mentioned, like, genuinely once. Somebody was like, I don't even remember what they said, but it was something about, like, their, like, mom named them something, and it's like, like it's supposed to mean something about the I don't know. I don't know. They've mentioned Rinshon Kaiho once is basically the point that I'm trying to make. Dude, double Dora again? I have to pawn the next one. I have no choice. We're in line for an Itsu also. An Itsu would be pretty nice, I can't lie. You know what else would also be pretty nice? Getting my third red dragon. Six? No. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is 3. And then we've got our 6, 7, 8. So currently, the red dragons are our pair. But I don't want the red dragons to be our pair. So I should shift probably this into a pair. So I think we drop this. We keep the 7, 7. We're gonna drop this 6 also. One, two, three, four, 5. Oh man. It's crazy that nobody dropped. Oh no, Dealer Seat dropped the dragon just before me. Green dragon. One, two, 3 pairs. Ooh, these dragons are moving pretty quick, bruh. Three, 4. I'd love to hold on to this east, but I don't think it will matter. 1, 2, 4, 5. Got a lot of double-sided weights here. 1, 2, 3. I don't think so. Hold on. No, my freaking dragons. Well, this is frightening. Tragic. But at least it wasn't me. 3 Uradora? What the fuck? Damn. Round start chi is crazy. What the hell? Yeah, the Uradora hit was kind of nasty. I can't even lie. Drop. Fuck it, drop. Red Dragon not being out yet makes me think it's not safe. Just kidding. Let's drop that 7. That 7's not really doing anything for me. Six, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. What the hell are they doing over there? Do I want that? 1, 2, 3 or 2, 3, 4? I don't think I want that. A 7? Fuck. It's true. Sometimes the dragons are still in the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Run me my fucking tiles, please. Also, I don't know if I should announce this yet, actually. My freaking pure double sequence! Fuck. Well, okay. Wait, this hand is kind of nutty. What? Give me that damn red. I think it's probably fine to talk about, although it hasn't, like, been completely cemented in reality just yet. There are discussions to plan a collaborative effort between I feel like I don't need that, though. I feel like my 9s can just be my pair, and that's fine. Honestly, even better. 4, 5, 6, 6, 6 pair, or 9, 9 pair. 2, 3, 4 is a finished shape. I can't chi that because I don't get Tanya because I have the 9s sitting. Don't want a 7. Can't do that because I'm not all triples. That's not necessary either. This is a bit of a toughie. 4, 5, 6 with the 6, 6 pair. If I toss in a 7 there, then we go from 7, we'll have 7, 9, 9, which lets us do either triplet 9 or 7, 8, 9, which I think is pretty good. So that'll be 1, 2 shapes, the pair, 3 shapes, and then 2, 3, 3. So I think we drop a 3 here, and that increases our general range of acceptance here. But if I chi that, it doesn't do anything for me. 4, 5, 6. If I take the 8 with the 6, 7. Then it becomes 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. I'm left with a 6 and 2 9s. Anyway, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by this wonderful game that I play. We are in discussions to have a collab stream with our dear friends, Miss Olympia Love and Miss Era Peachboo. Nothing is set in stone just yet, but we are shooting for, I think, sometime next week. And then we will, we will, reach a decision soon. They're pretty busy this week. They've got some plans this weekend. So it's almost certainly not going to be this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is 3. So I want to pawn the green dragon, so that's my 4th shape, and then we'll keep the one of circles as our thing here. One, two, three. I'm looking for a 4. That's what I'm looking for. If I get a 4, I drop one of the 7s. Or, if I pawn the green dragon, I drop one of the 7s. That sounds right to me. Can I get a green dragon, please? No, because I already have a 3. And I already have a 6. Can I please get a 4? Are there no 4s in the wall? What's going on? Pawn that, drop 7. Why am I in It doesn't even matter, baby! Why am I in furry 10? I don't give a fuck about your furry 10! Run me my straight! A friend of mine is taking the bar exam today, actually, which is fucking insane. I ran into her yesterday when I was coming back home from the post office. And I was like, she was with her mom. They had like a big old suitcase and a bunch of stuff. And I was like, hey, like what's the occasion? What's going on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 6, 9, 9. What the hell? I ran into her with her mom. She had a whole bunch of stuff, and I was like, "Oh, like where are you guys off to? What's going on?" And she was like, "Oh, well, I'm actually going to take the bar exam." And I was like, "Puh, you're what?" But it turns out it's today and tomorrow, from like literally 8:20 in the morning or something is when they have to be there. And then it just, like, they're there for God knows how long. They go home at the end of the day. And then they gotta go the fuck back that next day and do it all over again. Of course, naturally I wished her all the luck in the world. But that's gotta be so freaking scary, man. I'm so, like, dead set on getting this worthless ass hand. $4, 9. I mean, I guess. I was trying to get another straight. Sounds tiring? Yeah, man. It's the bar exam, It's scary. she'd sent me a picture once of something that she was working on. Because this is like literally like one of our next door neighbors. So she sent me a picture once of something that she was working on. Because I think we had like asked if like they wanted to hang out or something. And she was like, no, I'm working on this thing right now. And then she sent a picture of it. And I was like, oh, girl, I would rather fucking die. I'm so sorry. But it was like, I don't know the exact measurements of it, but it was a big fucking board. It was huge, dude. I could have had 7, 8, 9 and a 7 Zadora. Fuck, man. It was huge. It was massive. I'm not even freaking joking. And she had to fill out the whole thing with a bunch of like info. And it was writing really fucking small. And I was like, girl, Godspeed, good luck. I would never dream of doing something like this ever. But it's just crazy to, I don't know, crazy to think that, like, there are people around you who are, like, doing shit like that. I don't want that. I don't want that either. I think these 7s are going to be my pair, and then I should do something about... Yes, dude. Yes. My stupid ass fucking... Now, what if I pivoted this to be Honitsu also? Wouldn't that be crazy? 7, 8, 9, 9, 9. Fuck it. It's an AI game. Who cares? Green Dragon is only out once, which is kind of scary. But we know that 7 is safe. So we'll hold on to the 7. I don't think I can pawn that, right? 1, 2, 3, 9, 9, 9, 6, 7, 8. No, I can. Because I do that. Oh, but now I'm in Furry 10. Fucker. Well, I would still be in Furry 10 with this. The alternative here is to get... Oh, well. I keep keep not looking at how many tiles are left. 5, 5, 6, 6, 5, 5, 5, 8. I don't like this one. Well, maybe I should have liked it a little bit more. 6 is pretty good. 2 is also pretty good. Is that warm? Hi, chicken. Are you still traveling? Are you still out in a boat? Or have you returned home safely? What do you mean nobody's dropping the 5s that I want / need? What is that all about? Drop that 8. Can I get some more fives, please? Waiter, waiter, fives, please. Chi? What the hell? What do I look like? A rat? That's such a bad joke. Chi being like cheese and going for like rats and whatnot. It's such a bad joke. But I do it every single fucking time. And honestly, I'm gonna keep doing it. Can I get some fucking fives, please? I know they're important, but I want them. And that should be enough. No, she cheated my fucking five. I should have waited. What is that? 4, 5, 6? Fuck no. I want all triplets, baby. I'm back where I'm staying. It kept raining, so I went back, but now it's sunny. Listen, that's just weather on this side of the globe, I fear. What the hell kind of hand is this? 6, 7, 8, 9? That's kind of cool, I guess. Now, that's not my seat wind at all, but what if? What freaking if desu? Well, we know they're safe, and I'm not gonna get anything off south, so we'll drop that. What the hell? Put those fucking 9s away. That's scary. Pardon me? I don't need this west tile. Why am I thinking about it? They might need this west tile. That's why I'm thinking about it. Hold on. There's no way the CPU is waiting on a west tile. Yeah, right? Holy. Kind of a nutty hand. 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, waiting for the 8. Ooh. Still first place, baby. Hell yeah. I love playing against the AI, but also playing against people so much this weekend, playing against like real life people in real life Mahjong. Starting off with 3 whites in my fucking hand, nobody talk to me. Holy fuck. What the hell is that? Shut the fuck up right now. Shut the fuck up right now. We're not doing this. The 8 is irrelevant to me. 2? No. This is a big ass dragon chance. Should I con this? Should I say fuck it? And yeah, fuck it. 4, 5, 6, because maybe we'll get a 4 here. Not that it matters in the freaking slightest. Somebody drop a green dragon for me. I beg of you. Well, 2 dragons, 2 reds out on the table. Which means no more big dragons, but we could do small dragons. Yeah, no. I don't want to cheat it because there's nothing here that I want to get rid of. We're looking to pawn this, so that would be our second shape. And then we have our pair, which we're looking for in the red dragon. And then we have our third shape. Oh, and a 4th shape. So I could chi that and drop the 3, no? 1, 2, 3, 4. Pair. Yeah, so we'll chi that. Drop 3. Don't want that. Let's be fucking crazy. Let's be so crazy. Fuck, man. The dream's dead. Dream's dead and so is my freaking hand. Fuck. If somebody drops the green dragon, that would be great. I can't even lie. Triple Dora? I've got no fucking clue what I'm doing with that. 9, 6 would be safer, I think, if we're considering they're reachy. Okay, so now we pawn that. We drop this 4, and we hope to fucking God. 3, 4, and 6. Oh shit, I'm in like Omega Furry 10. Please, God, don't run me. Cool. And now I just need to draw 5 with the force of God. It's chill. It's chill. It's chill. It's chill. It's chill. I could shift the weight, but imagine if I hit with 4 Dora. Okay, well, once again, I didn't look at the damn thing to see how many tiles were left. I almost had 3 green dragons. Earlier, I could have been like that damn bot from earlier that hit the 4 concealed triplets Yakuman. What the hell was that about? That never got explained. I'm not doing that, man. The tunnel vision on the hand? No, genuinely, it's so bad. I, like, a lot of the times will also not even look at the Dora indicators, and I'll just kind of be playing the game. I'll just play the game, and then I, like, see the shiny tile, and I'm like, oh, wow, what a shiny, nice tile. But I know that I should be looking at the indicators in the top left. That bot did not give a fuck. That bot was locked in on some shit we couldn't even begin to understand. Nine. But now I'm locked in on some shit that they don't even understand. 4 was dropped. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Well, I got fucking baited. Look, I was so set up for a nice, juicy hand. I already had 1 concealed triplet. I could have had plenty more. 1, 5, 8, 9. Get rid of this bad boy. White and red dragon. Should I... do I care? I certainly don't care about East. Ooh, wait. Imagine if I Nagashi my freaking manga on here. Ones are all out on the board. What am I missing? 9 show. And some more wins. Well, we're breaking that, because now I'm building a hand. Unfortunate. This game doesn't want me to build my funny, silly, stupid hands. It's like it wants me to play the damn game or something. 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, double-sided weight. 3, 5, 6. I could drop that 3. Because if I grab a 4, then it doesn't matter either way. Do I just go for tiny out here? 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we'll do 4, 5, 6. We'll drop this 9. Six, 7, 8. The 8 already exists, so I think we skip that. 2. Freaking 2 Mon City here. 3 Wests. What the hell is that about? Why was there a delay before the exhaustive draw? Some strange stuff is happening. I cannot lie. Ooh, 2 Doras already in my freaking pocket. Ooh. Drop that 8. Let's get rid of these Mon characters. Bucket, Shinichi. Bucket, Shinichi. Or Honitsu at the worst, I guess. That's actually a crazy like drop. Shinichi is 6 Han, 5 Han if it's open. Honitsu is 2 Han. What the hell is that about? Who made that decision? Damn, 2 red dragons in a row up there. That's crazy. Hoyman not having a good time. Ah, fuck it. Chinitsu. Chinitsu. Oh, you're a fucker. Are you serious? Dude, come on. 6, 8, or 9. What are you talking about, man? Shinichi, all triplets, 3 Dora? Put that shit in my ass, dude. Oh my god. I don't know, man. 13 orphans? What about that? 13 orphans? Just kidding. East 3, South Wind. Let's just start dropping everything that's irrelevant to me. Well, I don't really want a Mon character. One is good. I'll take a 1. I could have dropped at 9, actually. 1, 3, 4. Well, 1, 3, 4 doesn't really matter either way, I guess. And then we have 7, 9. I guess I'll drop East because I haven't seen any. White and reds are coming out on the board also. Fuck it. Shinichi again. This time, we'll try to make it closed. Oh. Well, never mind. Did I really have 7 orphans to start? That's insane. I wasn't even looking at that. If I'd counted and saw that I had 7 orphans to start, I might have actually pushed for it. But also, with the rate that I've been drawing things, I don't think it would have worked out for me. Yeesh. I almost had closed Chinitsu. That would have been nasty. Those damn 3s were taunting me. Got that 4. This is a very good start for a closed Chinitsu. You're absolutely right. You know what I should do is I should hard push for 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. If I get 2 6s, this is a really good shape. I should hard push for all greens at some point. Dude, what the hell is this? Matter of fact, give me a 4th one. Dream is dead for big dragons. I will never say no to a closed Yakugai. This motherfucker got 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8 twice. What is that about? What is that about? 7 we know is safe, I think, for the Ricci. I accepted a 3 for no reason, simply because it's a Dora. So maybe I'm not as reformed as we thought. One, 2, 3, 4. And we'll drop to 7. Can accept 4, 5. Oh, dude, hell yes. Ooh, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. But what if I did, bitch? Okay, here's the issue now. Is that I can't keep all of these Dora. The 5 is good. The 5 is fine. We're gonna keep that regardless because that's already a triplet and we have 1 Dora in there. 4, 4 is already a great shape that we're probably gonna want to do a Dora on either way. We could turn that into 2, 3, 4 if we can get another 3 dropped. It's 1, 2, 3 circles on the board. So we could do that, and then that allows us to keep that Dora, and then we push for what, a 3-mon pair? I don't know, that's kind of nasty. I can't even lie. We're also at 8 tiles left though, so I feel like it doesn't really matter. No sweat. No sweat at all. That sequence of just grabbing dragons like that was crazy, by the way. East should be relatively safe for us here, so I'm just gonna keep those around for a little bit. Cause they could also work for me as safe tiles. Okay, well I didn't want to drop that. How are we already calling Ricci, man? What are you talking about? Gambling with my fucking life, dude. I I was like, you know, maybe it's Suji. Well, we know 4 is safe. 4 is super safe. So now we're rolling with a Honitsu at most, right? 2? 1 got dropped. 4 got dropped. 8, 5, 3. 9, 6. No, wait, what? 8 minus 3 is 5, minus 2. 2, 5, 8. But just because 8 got dropped doesn't mean 2 is safe. I think we hold the 2, drop the 4. Shits my pants a little bit. We can pivot it so that we're dropping these east winds instead. Because we know that east is safe. There's no reason for them to have north. 7 is safe. 8 should be safe. I would love if I could push this into a Chinitsu. I will be so completely honest. I think ooh, conning might be dangerous, because if they Tumo, it might still be bad. So I think what we'll do instead is we'll just drop our east. North is still safe. Don't want that. I think I don't reach it. I think I just take it as is. Oh, 2 is safe now. Oh, 2 is so safe. Okay. We just have to hope that I get another circle. 7 is safe. Fuck, we don't know if 8's safe. 2 is safe, we know that. So we hold this. Oh, but this isn't. No way we were all in Tenpai. We can't all be in Tenpai, guys. Well, I guess 2 of them were in Richi, so that does make sense. 3, 3, 5. Let's drop that east. Nine doesn't really do anything for me. Nine of circles is the Dora, so we can probably fuck around with that a little bit. So I think we dropped that 5 there because 7, 8, 9 is a completed shape. We'll drop this 5. Maybe we can make something out of our bamboo. One, 2, 4, 4, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9. Sure, we'll break that. Let's be crazy. Although this does mean that if I push this hard enough, we might end up waiting on either the 9 Dora or just discarding it entirely. Which hurts. It hurts my delicate little heart. But if we discard it entirely, then that would be kind of swag. Never mind, we're just going for this. Nothing special, nothing crazy. It's been a while since I played on 300-second timer, so I feel like I'm still playing really fast. The 2 and the 6, I could have capped. That would have been nice. Yeah, I feel like I'm still playing really fast. And then I look at the timer and it's like 290 seconds still. And I'm like, oh, okay. No, man. All my luck from before has just gone down the fucking hole. Although I am still in first place, so it's fine. Everything's fine. Who cares? Frame one pawn. What the fuck? Dude, look at the 5 Riichi sticks and 3 Hanba. Whoever wins next is about to get exploded into dust. 2, 2, 4, 8, 9. White's been dropped once. 2, 3. I guess I'll just drop the white. 7, 8, 9. We'll drop that. We're in a pretty good position for Honitsu, at least. I'm just making shit up as I go. That's really all I'm doing. They hand me the tiles and I say, okay, you got it. Okay, and now as soon as I've started thinking about that, I'm getting none of the tiles that I need. Isn't that crazy? We'll chi that, we'll drop that, and then we'll just auto run, I guess. And auto discard too. I simply I was gonna say I simply won't fold to the AI in Riichi. Turns out I don't have to. Oh, they're really close to me. I don't like that. They got hella points for that. That was crazy. Dragon's Dream. Dragon's Dream. Please, God, Dragon's Dream. I want to see a red dragon cross my hand expa-freaking deliciously. 5, 6, 7. If I take that, it like genuinely doesn't matter. It leaves me with a 6, 7, which I guess is all right. Okay, red dragon number 1. Do I want to put myself in Tenpai already? Because if I don't run a winning tile right now, doesn't that put me in Furry 10? A juicy 8-pin Dora tile. Only temporary Furry 10? That should be fine then. But I still need to see these damn reds. That's 2 reds out, which means still only the small 3 dragons is a dream still. $30 tiles left? The dream of the big one is dead. How much is small 3 dragons worth? Is that also a Yakuman? No way, right? It's worth 2 Han? That's it? Okay, then get Rond, asshole. I'm not waiting around for 2 fucking Han. Please. I cannot believe it. The point disparity in this game is genuinely insane. What do you mean? What do you mean? What could you possibly mean that a 3 big dragons is Yakuman, but the 2 itty bitty little one, or the three small dragons is pee in a freaking bucket? What are you talking about, man? I smell a Chinitsu. I don't make the rules either, and that's why I'm allowed to complain about them. That's how these things work. If you have no hand in the creation of something and you don't like the way that it's turned out, you're allowed to complain about it. I want to open so bad. I'm passing up on all of these tiles that would have helped me get an open hand Shinichi because I want to do a closed hand Shinichi, but it's not turning out well for me and I'm cooked because of it. Yeah, we're already in hell, basically. 4, 4, 5. I'm basically just pushing for Tenpai at this point. Who was the last one? Too safe. Woo! Could you imagine if I dropped that one? Hell no. Big 3 Han, 4,900. Brother, you're still in last. 2 dragons? Listen, I have 3 dragons in my pocket. They're there. They're like genuinely, they're just sitting there. We could make this happen. Dragon, 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 9. And then I need the pair. Let's be fucking insane. Let's be fucking insane. Please, for the love of God. Let's be fucking insane. That's 1 white. Dude, come on. Give me the damn white. No. On. What do we want to do here? The idea that we could go for is all terminals and honors. But also, it literally doesn't matter because if we hit 3 big dragons, nothing fucking matters. Please let me draw a white. I want to draw a white so bad. Give me a white. Give me a white. That's not a white. There's still 3 whites floating around. They might be in the dead wall. We might be in hell. I genuinely might just have to Ron somebody on their white. No, man! If I Ron somebody on their white, this still would have been 3 small dragons. There would have been 2 Han plus 1 freaking Akadora. Meanwhile, they're getting Hanaimon over here. Ooh, get the fuck away from me. I don't like that you're 400 points behind me. Okay, well, we obviously have to run it back. We're Yakuman hunting. Welcome to the stream, Fuzzy. 3 Souths? You're telling me I've got 3 Souths and nothing to do with them because none of them are my fucking hand? But like I said, we're Yakuman hunting. Maybe we can turn this. Maybe we turn this into something wins. 2 Easts already on the table. So it would be the small wins, I think. North is on the table now. North is on the table twice now. What do we got? East, East. 1 West, 2. Okay, Dream's dead, I think. We'll drop this west tile. We'll keep the triplet south just like as an existing shape, because like why not, I guess. Then we've got another triplet there. I don't want that. I'll do that because this does put us in Tenpai. But what if we switched it up? What if we switched it up into concealed triplets? We are Yakuman freaking hunting. I can't do that. I can't pawn that. If I pawn that, it's all over. Ooh, baby. But that puts us down to what? Just pairs? So, like, I'd still have to draw them, is the thing. And there's only 9 tiles left. So I think what we do is we just say... Fuck it. Okay. Sometimes when you say fuck it, it just works, baby. Not a very good hand. Nowhere close to what I wanted. But I guess it's freaking fine. What do we got? What do we got? We've already got 4 pairs. Neither the south nor the east matter to me, so I can drop those for sure. I don't want to pawn anything. This will be a toughie. There's 1 south already out on the table, which means we're kind of already in a sticky situation. We'd have to draw another... I'm gonna be so brave. I'm gonna be so brave and drop that. It would have been so nice if I got... What the fuck do you mean? Wait a second. What the hell? I mean, I don't really want to go for this is the thing. I'm Yakuman hunting. I'm not win hunting, right? 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. That's going to be pure double sequence. If I drop this and we also get 6, 7, 8. If I drop 7... Oh no, if I drop this, then I'm actively looking for 7 pairs, not... pure double sequence. We're not going to go into Ricci. We are not going into Ricci, baby. We are looking for these goddamn triplets. So now we need 1, 8. Ooh, tragic. We're literally so geared up for a great hand here, but I just need to draw the tiles myself, which is the issue. Because we're seeing it come out in a lot of other people's hands, which is making it kind of freaking difficult. We don't want that. Only 20 tiles left, too. Four concealed triplets, man. I can't pawn that. Damn! Fuck you, man. For 2,000, dude, such a good freaking lineup, and I just didn't get it at all. I understand why this shit is so hard. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand completely why some hands are worth Yakumans, because they are genuinely insanely hard to hit. But, like, what if they just gave them to me? To me specifically, because I'm so pure and full of whimsy and joy. Isn't that something? Couldn't they do that for me? All triplets, toy toy. Okay, good 9. We kept that 5, that would have been nice too. We're gonna get to another point of just being like so close. Any 8s on the board? Neither of those have been dropped. Dude. What is that? 2 Han? And I'm not even in Ricci. Triple triplets, 3 quads, all triplets, concealed. 7 pairs. Yeah, 7 pairs is 2 Han. It genuinely is giving me like such easy games and such good wins, but it's nothing that I want. I don't think this is gonna happen again. My flow is off. The player to my left got white dragons. No, you're right. Okay, okay. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. We might be freaking back. Can't pawn that. It's got to be closed. 12 tiles left, though? I just don't think it's going to happen. Everybody else is getting the tiles that I need. Yeah, reach you with 2 tiles left? I'm so sure. Tragedy has struck the freaking commons, man. Tragedy has freaking struck the commons. Me, I'm the commons. We are doing it. We are going right for it. I'm not even fucking joking. Let's fucking go, baby. Get that pawn out of my sight. 4, not necessary. Also not necessary. There's a 1 on the board. Oh, fuck you. If I draw an east tile, this might be it. Oh, there's a lot of 1s on the board, man. Oh, Dream's dead. That was the last east tile. Motherfucker. Dude, I literally had such a good start for 13 orphans. It literally was like, do you want to abortive draw? Usually when it says, do you want to abortive draw, that means you're in a great freaking position for it. Everybody was just better. No, my freaking orphans. Oh no, my orphans, they're all dead. I can do 1, 2, 3, or 3, 4, 5. I don't need that, and I don't need that. The orphans didn't come home. I'm so freaking sad. My orphans. Hmm. 4 Mon would be good here. 2 or 4 Mon would be good there, so that I can keep that Dora. And you know I love keeping my Dora. I'm in 2nd place? What the hell? What happened? I almost misclicked. That was so scary. Okay, so now we have our pair. We have a pair and 2 sequences. What happened? Yeah, no, you're right. What happened is I'm trying to pursue my dreams and I'm being crushed by the goddamn the table. By the table of evil that hates me. One, 2, 3, 9, 9. Is orphans real? Surely not. This is an insane way of trying to go for orphans. I cannot even tell a freaking lie. I haven't seen hide nor hair of a single East in my hand. East, 2 on the table. West, 2 on the table. 3 on the table. Dude, I don't know. This might be the hardest push in the fucking in history. I've got all the dragons. Dragons are all out. I just need the wins and a 9. Which I know is asking a lot. Hang on. East, 1, 2, 3. There's still one more East somewhere. I was so freaking close. My freaking orphans. They hate me. The orphans hate me. The orphans want me dead. Huh. Hold on. Hold on. The orphans might be coming home. Oh, the orphans might be on their way. I might have just... I misread the clock. I think the orphans are coming. I think the orphans are coming! The orphans are on their way home. I was looking at the wrong clock. I just didn't realize. I was looking at the wrong clock. The orphans are on their way, dude. Come on. 2 1s on the board. Let me get that. Put that in my hand. Slip that over to me. I'm missing so many terminals. Okay. Yes. But we had a really good run of a bunch of honors. So it's probably fine. No! Dude, that was a crazy run of honors! What the fuck? I really thought it was gonna happen! It's because I locked in. It's because I started thinking about it. Listen, as soon as you start thinking about these things, the game refuses to give it to you. Was that not a crazy run of honors? We got almost every single honor, turn after turn after turn. That was crazy. We're in a good position. We got a lot of, got a lot of pairs going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I want this 7? Not really. Do I want this white? Also not really. Mr. T, welcome to the stream. Also, first of all. Second of all, listen. That's the right thing to do, is to not go for it unless you're in like a good position to go for it. However, this is the Father Wormwood stream, where we go for 13 orphans when we start with like 2 terminals for no fucking reason. We just say, whatever. Genuinely, it's just that easy. Sometimes, like, genuinely, you just need to draw what you need to draw. That's That's the Father Wormwood methodology of playing Mahjong. Is just draw the thing that you need. That's it. Yo! Just like that, you just draw the thing that you need. That's literally all you need to do is you just look at you look at the table, you think about it, and you say, well, I kind of want that. And then it gives it to you. You just gotta lock in a little bit. That's all there is to it. Get it freaking twisted. This game is yours to control. Get it freaking twisted. The world is your goddamn oyster and you were born with shuckers for hands. Get it freaking twisted. I'm putting this Dora in my pocket. I don't think I want to go for Tanyao here. I could, but then I have to sacrifice these two, which I could reasonably already do. And then I'd have to rebuild that into 2, 3, 4, probably. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. And now what? The 1? Yeah, shuckers for hands. They give you shuckers when you have oysters. Good luck, Mr. T. Good luck in your ranked adventures. And remember, this game is yours to control. Be free. Be free, my child. Take it away. Yeah, we could go for Tanyao here, but I do like this white dragon. I just don't think I can get anything from it. Tragedy strikes, but it doesn't even matter because I'm going to draw the tiles I need. Can't do that. I almost did it too. I almost clicked it, and then I realized I was going for friggin' Tanyao. I think it's better to just keep that two-sided weight a little bit open. I don't think we're getting anything here. This is quite the interesting hand, is what I'll say. Ooh, clutch tenpai. Once again, though, I wasn't looking at the damn thing. I gotta get better about looking at how many tiles are left. West and north, kind of garbo. Yeah, I just gotta look at the dang thing. The thing, you know. I actually am not certain if I even look at that when I'm playing Ricci City. Because I know Ricci City has it in the center, but Ricci City also has the wall, right? Yeah, Reaches it has a wall. But I also, like, don't know if I look at that shit, like, at all. You know what I mean? But also, I feel like I'm playing really, really fast right now, which kind of puts me in a bit of a pickle. Because I'm not absorbing as much information as I should be. That's right. Give me another turn, you freaking bozo. Oh, that's a closed con. East is safe, so I can kind of do whatever I want with East. Goated pick here. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 8, 8, and 9. I think the sick, nasty pick here is like a 7. No, I'm okay with, like, okay, well, damn it. I should have taken the 10 pie. Fucker. I'm okay with it being really chill today, because I am, quite frankly, still very tired. Very tired from the events of the weekend, and then also staying up late last night playing the HoloLive game. So I'm okay with just taking it easy. And that's why we're like Yakuman hunting too. That's why we're just being like insane people right now. Because we can afford to be. These are all just free games. It's no sweat whatsoever. I don't even worry about it. What the fuck does West get me? I could use it as my pair. Drop East, 6, 7. 6, 7, 8. I'll take that. Hell yes. 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. We've got our pair over there too. 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. Hell yes. But now I gotta do something with the rest of this. Five, six, seven, 5, 6, 7. We've got some 8s there. I think we drop the 1, because maybe we'll get double 5, 6, 7 here, right? And if that happens, that could be kind of crazy. Okay, take that damn stick back, you freak. This might get me Rond. So as a matter of fact, we're gonna start dropping our Wests. Six. 3, 6, 9. If it's 6, that should also be safe. Once again, though, I am just kind of assuming that the bots are operating on like Renmin weights only, which I feel like is kind of dangerous. If it dropped to 5, then I think 8 is safe. I have no way of determining whether or not... Okay, well, game's over. I was gonna say, I have no way of determining whether or not the bots only operate on, like, Renmin weights. Because I would imagine that a bot that's programmed to play Mahjong well is always gonna wait on something good, aka, like, a Renmin weight. But, I don't know how true that is. Who knows what they're cooking? Amen. Yes! Actually, you're so right. Especially when one of them cooked up that nasty ass Yakuman for no damn reason. Yeah, I'm taking that. Drop that. That's my double freaking Dora Desu. Now we've got some nice double-sided weights. But I have to go for Tanyao. They don't know what I'm cooking. They don't know what I'm cooking. They don't know what I'm cooking. I don't know what I'm cooking. Okay, well. No, man! My freaking 2 Dora hand! For 3,900, I guarantee my hand would have been worth more than that. I freaking guarantee it. Or maybe in an okay spot for some sort of flush. Some sort of flush type hand. One, two, three, four. No, not the dream, because I don't think we pull... I don't think we pull a green dragon here. I do pawn this red dragon, though, if it comes out. Yeah, we're just doing all triplets. Give me the juice. Give me the juice. It's a 3 or a 7. Nobody cares about either of these. 3, 6, 9. Oh, man. What the hell? I literally had a 9 out. A 3 looked maybe kind of okay. I also had 4 and 5 out. Dude, this AI on the right is crazy. Yeah, East Lord's cooking something diabolical right now. I can't even lie. Guess what, though? 13 orphans. Nice little 6 sandwich right there. 2 Souths out on the table. And 2 Norths. So it's getting a little scary. Three Souths out on the table. Right, 1, 2, 3, yeah. 3 Souths out on the table, which means there's only 1 left, obviously. However, if we push this to the point where maybe by some freak, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, it's risky. It's really risky. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's the last east, isn't it? Or north. Yeah, that's the last north. Tragic! We've gotten so close so many times! Drop that. We really have gotten so close so many times. It's like actually kind of insane. No need for any of that. I think I'm probably not gonna see anything good out of this hand either. 2 greens already on the board, 2 reds on the board as well. I think maybe for this one I push for... I don't know, Shinichi? People pulling goddamn Mon-tiles left and right though. Thirty tiles left. We go for all green. 4, 5. I already dropped a 3, so I don't really want that. I kind of want to just get rid of the 4 of circles for another. All greens dream real? One, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 7, 7. Oops! Give me that shit, fucker. Oh, wait. So something that I was gonna say was, holy shit, 3 Uradora, what the hell? Give me all of your money. Sorry, hold on, I gotta stretch. Oh. This could maybe also be a Chinitsu of some kind. So there are discussions of having a collab stream with Miss Olympia Love and Miss Era Peachboo. We have not made any concrete decisions about it yet. However, we do know that Miss Era Peachboo is a quote-unquote say-so streamer, which means very family-friendly, so we can't really do any, like, ouch. That hurt me physically. So we have to, you know, watch our mouth. We have to be careful what we say. Which, as we all know, is very difficult for me because I am a troglodyte. So what we have tentatively discovered so far is simply that what we're gonna do probably for our first stream together is we're gonna do just Miss Olympia Love's POV and my POV. Miss Peachboo will not be streaming that time because it'll give her an opportunity to sort of suss things out and see if I am capable of, you know, not being a freak. And if I pass the quote unquote exam, Then, the next time that we do a collaborative stream, if they don't hate me by the end of the first one, then, you know, we'll have a three-way POV stream. But that requires me to pass the test first. You know what I mean? Two white dragons out on the table. I would love it if I could get genuinely anything off of that, but I don't think I can. So what about I train myself right now? I suppose I could. I feel like I'm just not really in great form today either way. I feel like my brain is a little pooped out. Ooh, do I con that? No, they're in Ricci. There's genuinely no point in that. But what if I did it anyways? You see how things work out when you're so good at video games? So what do I need now? 799. Neither of the green dragons are out on the table. It is possible that Right Lord has these. I know the east is safe, so we can go ahead and drop the east. But in doing so, that puts us to 2, 2, 6, 7, 8. So we got a pair, sequence, pair, pair / sequence. The con did work out, but I am still in a little bit of a pickle. I mean... Oh, I can't drop that? I always forget the rules. 7, 4, 7. If anybody drops another dragon, that would be really, really yummy. That's all I can say. 8, 5, maybe. Well, we know that this 8 is safe, so I think we just drop that. 7 tiles left. Ooh. They needed the 5 mon. The red 5 mon that I had picked up and slipped into my pocket like a little criminal. They needed that. I almost died. I stared death in the face right there. That was really scary. That would have been genuinely awful. We have 5, 6, 7 already. I can probably drop this 2 also. I do like the gleam. Ooh, you're speaking my language. Now here's the thing. If that comes out again, we pawn it. We pawn it, we drop that. But now what are we going for? All triplets, maybe? We could do all triplets. We're in a great position for all triplets, actually. Can't do that. 3 gleaming Doras. Put them in my freaking pocket, man. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we only accept the things that we need to accept. Hello, Nia! Welcome to the stream. I spent the first hour just talking about everything that happened at Offkai. Oh. Okay, so we pawn that, we drop that. The east might end up being our pair because it looks like nobody's dropping that. But if we can pawn... Ooh, this is a big if. We're also at 6 tiles. It does not matter. We're not getting this. Yeah, no shot. In talking about all of the Mahjong that I played, I think I actually forgot to tell the story of the 13 orphans. Somebody hit 13 orphans at our table, and unfortunately, our good friend Miss Nia here was the target. Miss Nia was ronned for 13 orphans at our table. Sure. And it worked out. It worked out so freaking good. It worked out incredibly. You love to see it. We're in a great position. We're in a great position right now for a delicious freaking... Oh my god. Oh my god, give it to me. Another 7 would go so hard here. 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. Hey, I can take that too. 5, 6, 7. Oh, just kidding. Dude. They're gonna get me for cheating. They're gonna get me for... Do I want to do that? No, I don't. So I have 1, 2, 3. I could do that. Pawn that, drop the 7 characters. Pawn that, drop the 7 characters. And yeah, a 6 mon would send us home. Or 6 so, rather. Do we take this? Hey. So... I know that of course we press the win button. But what if we pawned it and went for all triplets? We have 260 seconds here. We have all the time in the world to discuss this. What if we pawn the 6 so that gives us another triplet? We're in 3 triplets. We have the 7 triplet in our hand. That's 4 triplets. We just need to make a pair. If we're able to pull this out, we could get all triplets, Tanyao, 6 Dora, maybe even... Am I wrong? You're all saying my name like I'm wrong. But I'm not wrong. This is this not... There's 26 tiles left. We could drop the 5 or we could drop the 7. There's so much to do here. There's already 1 5 on the board. We could absolutely drop the 5 to accept a 7. 7 being 2, 5, 8, 9, 6, 3. 7 might not be like a big drop or anything. It's only 1 Han. I know I've been burned by so many 50-50s. I know that this could burn me. But there's 26 tiles left. That's like 6 cycles around the board. 6.5 cycles even. Go for it. This is a friendly. Just listen. Listen. we just can't think less of me, okay? Ew! Dude, this could be fucking crazy. I'm not even joking. Ah! Ah! My God! What is this? Holy shit, dude! What the hell was that? What an insane pull! Oh! Yes! Don't let anyone ever tell you greed is bad. Greed is good! And it works! Holy shit! Oh my God! Can you freaking believe it? I can't, and I did it! Oh, that 3 was tragic. Oh my freaking God. Dude, we spent this entire stream Yakuman hunting. We should have just been hunting for whatever the hell that was. What an insane thing. We literally spent 150 seconds deciding whether or not to go for that, and then everything worked out in my favor in truly just like undeniable fashion. Nobody's dropping whites. That's a little bit strange to me. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I drop, or if I accept this Ricci, it's probably gonna tell me to drop one of these 7s. I don't think that I want to do that. So I think I'm just gonna drop this white. Oh, 100%. In another universe, that I was interrupted immediately. Just by like some disgusting, filthy little creature. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. I think we just dropped this. I don't know if we should try and push this for a closed Shinichi. But like, what if we did? Well, I'm certainly not dropping the Dora. What do I look like? I suppose I'll chase the Ricci. And it's just that easy! You just take what you need. You reach into the fibers of the universe and you pluck out 2 more Uradora! And then you send Toyman to freaking hell. Is that say so? Are we allowed to say that? I don't know if that's... Is that allowed? Are we allowed to say that? What a crazy, crazy hand. Matter of fact... Sending someone to hell? Yeah, I don't know. Might be kind of hard. It's tough to say. It's up in the air. I'm not even gonna click on I don't care what Maka thinks about all that. Ooh, that after a con too is crazy. Oops, I forgot I paused it. Well, maybe I do want to click it. I feel like if I clicked Maka, then Maka would be like, you're an insane person. Why would you ever even dream of doing something like this? It's gonna give me like a F minus. That was crazy. I cannot believe it. That was the luckiest. That was the luckiest I've ever been. Genuinely, like ever. We just started pulling in a bunch of good tiles, and we said, "Give me those good tiles. We're just gonna keep eating them up, slapping them up, crazy style." The wall is my soup, and my hand is the bread. See? See? Watch. And then... Wait, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Hold on. Hold on. Not... The crazy thing is, this was also, I think, the last one. No, never mind. There was one still floating around somewhere, I think. Ooh. And then it's just that easy. You just draw the thing that you need, and you take 7 Dora home. What? What a hand. What a freaking hand. I can't even begin to explain. And naturally, I need to take a picture of this. It's a bot game, sure. It deserves to be recognized. Can we? Let's see what she says. I've actually never done any of these like AI analyses before. C minus, she hates my ass. Wait. Okay, so at what point so I discard that one. And then we go around the table. Whoops. Yeah, 100% it wants to run there. Of course it does. Why would anybody in their right mind not go for like the easiest run of their life? And then I went ahead and skipped it, and it said, "Oh, you're an insane person." And of course, this is the right discard because there's 1 left of the 5, there's 3 left of the 7, and then we wait. I just want to see if it calls the con. Of course, discard. It skips it? Am I reading that right? It skips the con? Yeah, and then you sumo because that's the only fucking the only freaking option. Oops. my say-so-ness. 46 versus 49. It's close enough, I guess. But ultimately, it still wants me to skip. And if I had skipped that, I would never have gotten my juicy little hand. My San Bai Man. How do you, like... How do I share this with people? Is it this? I need to figure out which one it is also. Uh-oh, Mahjong Soul's crashing. Actually, what I should do is I should just record this. Is everyone still here? Is everyone still alive? Okay, there we go. I thought maybe my computer was dying. So it is East 4, repeat 3. We're writing that down. East 4, repeat 3. Is there like a... I'll favorite it. Okay. I feel like that's a great place to end because now I want to just go like record this and make it a little video and slap it up on some crazy places. But let me just tell you, that woke me up. I feel awake. I feel invigorated. That shit was crazy. 95,000 points to end with. Nobody's doing it like me. I can tell you that much. Nobody's skipping Ron for a pawn. Nobody's doing it like me. And you know why nobody's doing it like me? Because it would be insane to do something like that. It would be genuinely insane to skip a Ron for a pawn. Could we ever recreate this? Maybe in a million bajillion years. The amount of things that fell into place for all of that to work will like never even brush past each other again. But all of that aside, thank you to everybody for tuning in today. I appreciate your support as always. It has been a massive pleasure to be back. I may or may not stream tomorrow. Because we might be attempting to adopt a new schedule. So we'll see what happens. We may or may not stream tomorrow. I know it's not on the schedule because I didn't say anything about it. It's not on the schedule. It's also just kind of up in the air. We'll see how I'm feeling. But I don't know what we'll do tomorrow. Maybe we'll play more jong. Maybe we'll hit another crazy hand like this. Another disgusting San Bai Man. Anyways, thank you to everybody for tuning in today. I appreciate your support. As always, it has been an honor to be here. It has been a blessing to have you. I will see you all next time, whenever that may be. And if you are in any of the servers that I am also a part of, you are absolutely going to see me posting videos about this insane hand that I just did. So mute me, block me for like 4 hours because you are just going to see it all over the place. Anyway, thank you to everybody again. It has been an honor to be here. It's been a pleasure to have you. I will see you all next time at an indeterminate time with an indeterminate game. And thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.